So I wanted to make a video about sleep and some tips. I have had insomnia for, it's been a couple years now. And, I realize that most of the people that'll watch this can sleep just fine if they don't have the baby waking up or kids waking them up. And that is how it used to be with me, is I couldn't wait to be my age so I could actually sleep in or sleep all night. Crazy thing is I got my age and I don't sleep very good. So when I'm not sleeping, sometimes I'm just using that time for learning more about mental health and things that evolve around mental health. And it turns out that sleep is one of the biggest, the biggest ways of, can't think of a better word, but the biggest ways of resetting your hormones. And hormones are huge with postpartum depression, with depression, anxiety. How your hormones are is just a huge part. So sleep resets that. It's like the factory to reset your hormones and to balance you out. So it is just, 1 or 2 hours of sleep at night. I feel like I'm gonna snap, and it is crazy how hard it is for me to think that I've got a day ahead of me and I've only had an hour or two of sleep. And it's bad for every part of my body, and I know that, and that's probably more stress. So here's some tips. The tips that I'm going to talk about are how to get better sleep. So you've probably heard and learned, if you have a sleep issue, of some of these tips, but some of them that were kind of new to me. So the best thing to do to get good sleep is to have a day that you get exercise in the morning, preferably. They say that while your cortisol is the highest in the morning, it's a good time to get some exercise. And they've done studies that the people that were exercising in the morning versus noon or night actually slept deeper. So I'm out today getting sunshine and exercise, and it doesn't have to be like hard exercise, like really stressful workout. It can be walking the dog or the kiddos. It can be just enjoying people's yards as you walk past them. So getting exercise. So the tips are having a good day so that it lines you up for a good night's rest. So the sleep therapists, they're expensive, but they figure out, how your day goes so that they can say, adjust this and this and this in your day so that you can sleep well. So let's see, the first tip was to get some exercise, preferably in the morning, preferably in the sunshine. If there's no sunshine, at least get some exercise. It can be a rebounder in your home. It can be up and down the stairs a couple of times. And one thing they said that was interesting is you don't need to just do like 40 minutes or 30 minutes of nonstop walking, jumping on the rebounder, but you can actually do a few minutes and stop and rest and do a few more. It's actually better for you. So that's kind of neat. So that's the first tip. The second tip is to make sure that you're releasing stress so that you are not swamped with cortisol. Am I saying that wrong? Cortisol? I might be saying that word wrong. Anyway, so de-stressing, and the way that most people do that is through meditation. So I set my phone for 15 minutes and I lay and try to clear my mind. And truthfully, some days I'm like, this is a joke, and I only meditate for a few minutes. But that is better than nothing. But the meditation just kind of releases all of that stress at least once in the day. And they didn't say when is a good time to meditate. I have not seen yet when the best time, only that it's good to exercise in the mornings. So the next clue is to get put your phone down a couple hours before you go to bed, and also get some glasses that are, I've seen the glasses that are the blue blocker, but they also sell glasses that block all of the other colors, so that because the blue blocking glasses help you with melatonin, but the other colors actually need to be blocked as well, is what I'm hearing. So getting some glasses to use while you're on your devices, around your computer, or TV, or phone. So those are some tips of things that we could do that are tough to just get out there and do it, but once you do, it'll help, it'll improve. I'm excited to improve my sleep. I know that sleep is so important for mental health. Like, it's the number one thing. When you go into a therapist, they'll ask you about your sleep right off. So be encouraged.